So we're back again today with more championship action with the Mariners, where of course we've got to try and get out of what I wouldn't call a rut, but mid-table awfulness, nothingness really at the moment. So we're going to try and step it up, as also we're going to try and keep it going in a different competition. We progressed last night in the Papa John's Trophy, but can we do it in the Carabao? Yes, people, welcome back to episode number 4 of season number 5 of this Grimsby to Glory FIFA 23 career mode here on the MWS channel. As if you haven't done already, make sure you've watched the previous episodes and subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, we are on the race to 9,000 actually. I usually say like 8.3, but I'm going to say 9,000. I'm going to just chuck it out there. Why not? Why not just go ahead and do that? As of course, if you haven't already, leave a like. That is very much appreciated. As the standings is where we'll start. We are 11th in the table, like I did just say. Hoping for a bit of a step up in things today, as we have Middlesbrough at home at New Blundell Park, and then Swansea the same, QPR, West Brom, Crystal Palace, and Portsmouth. Very excited to get underway today, as I think we will be playing, of course, that Carabao Cup 4th round game against Crystal Palace. Another Premier League team, another one at home, which is quite decent. A lot of home games today, as I think we will be playing either, I'd say West Brom or QPR, and then I think I've definitely got to play Middlesbrough to start off with. So today will be an interesting one, and I do want to get a good team set up for it. As look at this. We signed Harvey Cartwright as a backup goalkeeper, and then we get Curtis right through the academy. That is just our luck, isn't it? As we're not going to promote Willis or Ed Knowles just for now. We've got too many attacking midfielders and centre-backs at the club. Can we not get anyone else through in a different position? As Middlesbrough picked up a point since last time, as we've dropped to 14th. Not great. A couple of teams on his trail, as I think we've already selected his team, which is underperforming, I would say. 100%. So needs to try and get the ball rolling a little bit more, as we've got Allsop in goal, we've got James Bree, Matty Pollock, Lindsay and Godwin at the back. I'm changing it up a little bit. I'm going to go with the right footer at left. Actually, no, we'll put Pollock in the middle. Why not? He's experienced here before. As Coyle, the captain at left wing back for Gleno, giving him a rest. Moa, Eccles and Reggie in the midfield. Still not growing really at the moment. He's 21 now, 74 rated. Still good, but it's actually not as great as I thought. I thought it was still like 19, 74 rated. He's not. He's in his 20s. As Gyökeres is up front, of course, 28, him 78 rated. And Saidi up front alongside him. One from Brighton, one from Bournemouth. Ex-rivals. Now hopefully sparking a good partnership. Borough will be a challenge. As, oh, they've changed the match facts little symbol right there. I noticed these little things when you play career mode that much. As Josh Corbin is up front with Matthew Hopp. Very good strike partnership with Karol Linetti, the Polish playmaker, I'd say, going in the midfield, with Hayden Hackney, Isaac Taylor, Mark Bowler, Dyke Steele, Clark Bowen, and Isaiah Jones at the back, with Zach Hemming in net, should I say. They've got a very decent team. Force, McGree on the bench, Lenihan, a good Borough side. I tell you what, I think it'll be a challenge against these, as someone's gone down straight away. I think that's Alex Mowat. Down in the middle of the park, as we're running low on midfield, as we get another one going down. That's just not good at all, is it? As Victor Gyökeres. We're going to get going in this game. We're being short of wins, of course. Now bottom half of the table where we shouldn't be, as that's a good ball in. Unfortunate. As what's even more unfortunate is the potential withdrawal of Alex Mowat from this game. I think I'm going to get him off a Dominic Ball. Yes, he's more defensive with Eccles. We haven't really got a going forward midfielder, but that's the risk we've took with the players we've loaned out, as Reggie going to try and hit one of them shots he's hit before. Unlucky just there, as Christian Saidi can't keep it. Was unlucky as Borough got the ball forward here. That's a brilliant ball through. Allsop off his line, and he wins the foot race against Josh Corbin. That is brilliant from our number one, as the ball's gone straight into Victor Gyökeres, glued to his foot. And look at Reggie running forward again. James Bree that time with a terrible pass. Just got to get the final third one correct. It's not working out for us. Not great, especially against a good team like Borough. As a ball around the corner, that's in the middle, and Allsop making another save. We're under the cosh. We could potentially fall to the, well, close to the relegation zone if this keeps up. Got to be better as Saidi out to James Bree. There's a ball through the middle right there, and it's glued straight onto Victor Gyökeres, taking the ball in his path, and he has put it wide of the post. What's up with him? As Lindsay through the middle onto Dominic Ball, as there's a bad tackle on him. We've already had a central midfielder injured. That's not great. It's a bit of a battle here against Borough, as we're going to chase these back a little bit now. 5 minutes till the break, as that's a good interception. And Pollock to get it around the corner, straight into Louis Coyle. That's through the middle onto Josh Eccles. Josh Eccles has men in front of him. Can he try and get it through to one of them? He can't. It's just a struggle of scoring goals, it seems, at the moment. We can hang on to draws when necessary. Not like against Brighton, but we want to be scoring more goals. As we get the ball and the whistle goes. Gyökeres. Saidi. Hit the ground running a bit more, please. 0-0 at the break. Can't forget we are against a decent club, but still, we're not doing good enough. As here is Victor Gyökeres. He's waiting for a pass, but no one's making the option, and we've lost the ball. Can we work for each other? Apparently not, as there's a ball through as well there. And I tell you what, Coburn has completely scuffed the chance to put his side 1-0 up. That is a big let-off for us. Come on, Mariners. We're just sinking to their level. Second half, we get caught out a lot. And, by the way, we've started this one, it looks the same. Don't want to be conceding, as here is Reggie in the middle. That's got round the corner, though, into Josh Eccles. Gyökeres in front of him. He does find Victor Gyökeres on a spin into Josh Eccles with a gap, and he's put it over. That is a horrendous miss. Let's get Coxey on this field right now. We need a bit of a live wire up front. Saidi has not really made his position known here at Grimsby. He's scored 0 goals so far, I'm pretty sure, as that's not really great from him. We raise his game for the Premier League teams, but the way we're going in the league, we're far from the Prem as it stands. As Gyökeres got Eccles in front of him, got Coxey, who can't pass it on but wins a foul. Looks like one of them draws as Pollock against his boyhood club. Can't put that ball through, but they've passed it out of play. Mariners, please. Boys, please, let's just get going a bit more as Coyle back into Dominic Ball. He's going to put it across the middle into Reggie Stone. Needs Eccles to try and make that move. Pulls it back. Pass around the corner into Gyökeres. That's a good run from Coxey, who scores! 72 minutes on the clock and he's off the bench. The youngster from day one. Hopefully getting us out of this championship rot that we're in at the moment with a sublime goal. We've needed 3 points consistently for a while, as we'll get McAtee on. That is round the corner and he opens his body up to put it into the bottom bin. That is a sublime finish. Well in, Coxey. Game got stopped for Josh Corbin, as this is actually a big 3 points. I mean, I've been nagging that we wasn't winning, but still, Borough are on really good form in the league. Like Brighton, they are up there, I think 2nd place, so a win here is massive, as Godwin just needs to watch his man a little bit. They've got the in-swinger in, that's a demanding header away from Pollock. He'll relish the chance to beat his boyhood club, even though, of course, he'll still respect them. As McAtee has the run in front of him, tries to get the pass through. He's lost it, however, and we've got to gain his shape. Of course, 5 defenders should be keeping this clean sheet, and what a clean sheet it would be. As we span right there, and it's into Riley McGree. That's gone out wide as well. 3 minutes on the clock. Isaiah Jones coming across. He's the number 15. I forgot who it actually is. Who is it? One of the central defenders? I don't know who, but we've run out of play, but it should be game over as soon as this throw-in's taken. Ref, come on, don't let them play on here. They're far from the goal. They are far from the goal. How is the game still going on? Isaiah Jones to whip one in. They win the header. And they put it over. As how is it even a corner? They headed it away. How is it a corner? If they score, I will be fuming. As we win the header, still it's not fully cleared. Isaiah Jones, got to be handball, nothing given. A little bit of an interception, not gone. Tackle. And then 5 minutes later, the whistle goes for a vital 3 points. So win against Borough. We'll shake. I don't know if... No, it's Michael Carrick's hand, of course, now. As that is a valuable 3 points. I absolutely love it. Up to 11th. We're above Norwich and the like. So it looks like the table isn't fully settled. As Alex Moore, hyperextended knee injury. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. That does, to be fair, now we're in the season, give us a chance to play some maybe youth. As Matty Pollock and Scales, you are both the right men. I'm just switching it around a little bit. As Cardiff is up next, they're 19th. I feel assured to simulate this. As yeah, I do think a youngster will come onto the bench as we progress in further. Position changes in the academy. Still looking potentially at more signings. I mean, I'm looking for January. I don't feel, although we've made good signings, this squad is finished. There's no players coming through the academy, and I haven't watched you through this team actually. I think it is just the one change since the injury to Alex Moore, which is Dominic Ball coming in. I've gone ahead and put Tommy Shepherd on the bench. We don't really have an out-and-out central midfielder. Of course, Shepherd can play that defensive role. I don't want to go with Stewart or Norman on the bench because, of course, we've already got McAtee who's in that role. So, yeah, Tommy Shepherd jumps on if needed. If not, I'm thinking James Bree could sit in the midfield. He looks a decent player. He looks like a player who could play in the centre of the park. A lot of these do. I think Tommy Coyle could do a job if asked. Even Gleno, but of course I do trust them as full wing-backs, should I say. As Scales still kept out of the team from the good form of Liam Lindsay. He has actually been brilliant. So Swansea at home. They're travelling to us. Please don't let us down. Get the ball rolling. As we just get a big win. And then we lose to Swansea. Saidi gets his first goal and yellow card. Obafemi with a brace around him. De Oliveira looked like he settled it. Eccles got one back. But ultimately, the Welsh club beat us. After all that, we come out with that. Not great, as McAtee did ask to play, and I didn't opt for him. Now Swansea jump above us as we back down to 14th, with QPR in the relegation zone next. We're going to be playing West Brom as well today, and Crystal Palace. Coventry will be laughing at us with Gyökeres, because they sit in 9th now. If we'd have got the win, would have been above them. And back on form towards them playoffs, but it's not to be. As who's asking to play? I think it's Marine. Yes, Marine Severco asking to be in this team. I might just swap him in. We have got some tired players. Dominic Ball will come out there. We'll make that change. Goodwin's gone up a rating as Shepherd can't play there at all. Oh dear, it looks like we have some trouble then. Harry Clifton's out playing in America. Don't want to call him back, as why can't we drop him? There we go. We can actually drop him fully back. I might go with them as defensive midfielders, actually, both of them. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Tommy Shepherd just there. We don't have another one, do we? Not at all. So Severco, we will put in the defence for Goodwin. Lindsay takes the armband. I'm hoping Shepherd can have a good game, as that is the team that I'm going to go ahead and select. I could actually play McAtee. Actually, reverse. For all that, I think that's just a better option, isn't it? Dropping Reggie Stone back a little bit, despite not being defensively inept. He's got Eccles with him, and McAtee goes into that role. Saidi and Gyökeres still up front together. Coxey just kept out by Saidi's goal. Just as we're away at Loftus Road. Can we get the win against the R's? We do, but it's a tight one, I tell you. Eccles with a goal again. Borja Santos, I think that is. McAtee getting one in the team. Pierce and Saidi getting one again. Two scorers, the same as the last game. This time winning. We don't mind a bit of inconsistency, do we? As player chat Severco, keep working hard to improve your game, I'll say. Don't think Dominic Ball was impressed to play. He said in the press conference he wasn't too happy. As captaincy for West Brom. This game is just before Crystal Palace, as Alex Moore is returning. Don't know if he'll make that Palace game, however, as we've got to pick this team. Louis Coyle will jump back onto the bench. It's hard to pick it, actually. But I think potentially this is the best defence that I really do trust. Lindsay in the middle, Scales and Pollock at the side. Got such good centre-backs for once, which is actually a good thing to say. Saidi a bit tired. I'll replace him with Coxey, even though he scored in his recent games. We'll put Louis Coyle back in and give him the armband, because I do trust him as a leader. And we'll go with the same midfield, because it did work, McAtee getting a goal. So, although Reggie Stone's further back, I trust him to attack, and I trust us to get the point. So let's have a look at this West Brom team. Another stadium to tick off. The Hawthorns was in the Prem last season. Reyes clearly up front with Chris Willock. Actually here, Miroslav Orsic going down in rating actually. Adam Karabek looking a very decent player. Yokuslu, good one, been there a while. Sam John, Neto Borges, Semi Ajay, Keen Bryan, Darnell Furlong, and Tagnaruti in goal. Haven't really heard of him. Kellen Grant still there. Gardner Hickman. Santiago Munoz actually there. Hey, the film star. and Trusty on the bench. They are 2 points above us in the league, West Brom. So, again, another big game, I must say. So we're hoping for the entirety of the 3 points. Really do want to go for it this season and try and get back up to them playoffs where I think we do belong. It's all about consistency, though, as that's a rough challenge. Not a great one into the book. Chris Willock as Josh Eccles into Lindsay in defence. Wait, there were a man falling over in the middle. As there's Matty Pollock straight into James Bree. Victor Gyökeres, that's around the corner. Can we just dink a ball in there? Coxey looking to try and arrive. It doesn't unfortunately fall to him, but it does fall to another one. As that's a brilliant save from the keeper. Very unfortunate it didn't fall to us. As now Josh Eccles again running through the middle with the ball. Just can't cut back again, however. So the ball will go to Liam Lindsay at the back. He's overrun it. But Scales will hopefully clean up. He almost did the same, but straight on to Louis Coyle, who has to go backwards. It's actually a pressing West Bromwich Albion team, this one. So we'll switch it across. That's brilliant play from us, though. Really good if we could get an attack, which we don't. Good play, though. Very good play. As a ball over the top. Oh, dominant header. That is good from Liam Lindsay as it's into Scales. Now Ryan Allsop facing that straight into the path of Pollock, who can turn and go straight into James Bree. Pollock again. We'll just keep tapping this around. Eccles round that corner. Not managed to keep hold of it. This West Brom team is very high up. As Lindsay makes a high up tackle again, but we've lost it. We've lost it again. It's interesting football as that's a tackle. That's a tackle and a half. Just a half though, because it doesn't fall to us. Scales is tackled in the box. The ball still hits him, and what a save from Ryan Allsop. That is one of the best I think he's made this season. What a stop from that goalkeeper as they've brought a man short, and we do need to try and read this. Gone to the edge of the box in Keane Bryan. McAtee chasing. We do get a bit of a touch into the gloves. Managed to get away with it as McAtee coming across to make a bit of a dodgy pass. Oh no, this is McAtee. Don't know who it was. Maybe Eccles. As we've gifted them the ball back. Almost half time now and the whistle does go. Jeez. West Brom are playing like Liverpool. Has Steve Bruce or I think it's Carlos Cobran now in charge. I don't know how you say his name actually. Is he best mates with Jurgen? I can't make it out in my own half as now pass across into the middle. That's a good little bit of passing. Louis Coyle gives it back in there as we need to get a tackle in. Liam Scales doesn't. Block from Lindsay though, and it's still fallen back to them. It's a ball out wide and a ball into the middle as it's not a great touch, and Allsop again saving our bacon in this game. This time the Brummy fans are playing towards their own fans, so it's going to be difficult to stop them with that. Of course, big crowd behind them, but that one's wide. Looks like the Borough game before we actually got the goal. Struggling to score, that is. As Pollock, he's going to watch the man in the middle, and he doesn't. Leaves it for Scales, who doesn't get to it. He's not had a good game today as Liam, and that is proven so by the costly mistake, not getting to Munoz, who scores off the bench. Baggies lead at the Hawthorns. It's not a good showing from us. We've been utterly dominated, and they have reaped their rewards. Still for Allsop, but we did score later on against Borough than we actually have conceded in this one. So I'm, of course, keeping faith as that was a good turn in the middle from Gyökeres. Again, I've got to say it. Really don't like to say it now. He's 79 rated, but he's been invisible. Really has, as this game just seems like it's petering away from us. As Coxey trying to get around his man a little bit and does, I think. He's away. He is. It's a brilliant run from Coxey. He's got a man in the middle, but Dan Cox still running through and wins a corner. As I've gone ahead and asked Reggie to join in the attack, we're going to put Cullen on. And we're going to try and go for this. Reggie Stone to whip it into the near post. And he almost got the header, did Liam Cullen. How unfortunate. How is your luck? Saidi coming on as well for Coxey, who has had a decent game. But again, looking for that goal threat from a player who's been scoring. As this is a good move. McAtee round the corner into Reggie Stone forward. And there is no one in the box. I tell you what, West Brom have been fantastic. But our attack and our midfield especially has been woeful. 3 added minutes here. Saidi to keep this ball. What a horrific pass. And I'm sorry, if that's not a free kick, I don't know what is. As we still can't win this ball, it goes out for a throw-in, and I don't think there'll be time for an equaliser at all. As the Brummies keep the ball. Albion to keep it. The Baggies, I keep saying Brummies, they're both, aren't they? As that's a chip over the top. A read on the line from Pollock. But as soon as it hits the top from McAtee, the whistle goes. A 1-0 defeat on the road to West Brom. I really didn't enjoy that. Ian Harsh in my press conference said it is not good enough, as we've definitely got to get it right in this next one. I'm not going to even look at the league form. That is not in my mind at all. All I care about here is trying to put a show on against Crystal Palace, and it is a bit of a tired team for the cup, which I'm going to have to really try and get right. And this will be the team. You can see tired faces. That is because of the loss to West Brom. You can see we went for it, but of course did not get the win, as one youth player stays in the team in this 4th round, which is Pritchard at right wing back. 5-star, 5-star now. How old is he actually? He's 18, so he is still quite young and got potential. Severko's back in. Godwin in the middle as captain. In fact, I might change that. I think I'm going to go Severko in the middle. Godwin, I do like on that right-hand side. I've dropped Eccles and Dominic Ball starting as defensive midfielders. Of course, want to keep them out. As Gleno now 70 rated at left wing back. Reggie's back in his favoured position, with Gyökeres and Cullen up front. Cox and Saidi on the bench. Moat, unfortunately, isn't back for this game. So Eccles is a bit stretched, but then again, anything can happen at home. New Blundell Park with one lost. Let's make it a win in the 4th round, the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup, to get into the quarter-finals. And Crystal Palace's team: Frank Winter, Konstantinos Mavropanos, what a signing, Diego Carlos, Davinson Sanchez, Enzo Diaz, Lucas Torreira, Zakaria, Estuquario, Neres, Mohamed, and Zaha still there. It looks like they've got a very good defence. Zakaria and Torreira as well as DMs in front. We're going to struggle to score even more than ever. Of course, it's Palace as it is. But that's an incredible team. If we are to get absolutely anything, we have to put everything into it. We've got to be better than West Brom. 100%, as now Pritchard down this line, the number 20, gives it straight into Josh Eccles. They've even got the press on a little bit, despite their attacking looking, defensive looking lineup, should I say, as Pritchard around the corner. Into Gyökeres. That's one more, Reggie Stone. Come on, get that on. Liam Cullen. Not enough power. Tell you what, though, that's an early chance as Pritchard. Oh, tracking his man. Tracks his man brilliantly from the back there as we've got the ball on to Gyökeres. I think if we were in the Premier League, we'd cope a little bit better. We just seem to react to their teams. We step it up. We don't do that with the Championship. As Gleno coming slightly across, balls into Zakaria. Now it's on to Mohamed, who we've just got to watch through this middle. He's going to take a shot from range. Easy for Allsop. Unscathed so far, as there is Eccles spreading the ball across into Anthony Glennon. Now forward onto Dominic Ball, who's getting forward from defensive midfield. It's a good run. How's his crossing? Looked not too bad, but of course, as always looks decent. Just get caught out, as look how far Palace are back. Not like West Brom, who was straight on us. They're letting us actually play. All three of our central defenders were back then, as Pritchard to try and whip a ball in. And I tell you what, no one's in the middle. I don't know why he's apologising. We've won a corner. This is a good chance. We're going to whip this in towards the front post for Cullen to just screen, but Godwin gets it into Reggie. That's a decent ball to Gyökeres. Not hit convincingly. That's unlucky from him. Oh, we almost jumped on that, but again, they've passed it straight to us. Here's Reggie Stone. He's got Cullen at the side of him. I tell you what, I'm just going to put every single player on a passing drill. I don't even care. It's shocking, and it looks like they need to do it with the goalkeeper Winter as well, as he's thrown it straight, or passed it straight out playing to Pritchard. But Gyökeres again tackled too easily. Star man not shining at all, as Godwin not in that position, mate. It's straight on to Zakaria now from Chelsea, as Scales trusting him in the team because of his fitness, but he didn't play well last time out. Gave it away again. Zakaria tried to power that. It's good with Ball and Eccles in front of the defence, though, I tell you that. We haven't got the true connection to from a defence to attack with that central midfielders. But it is good having that, as Cullen gets his chip over the top to him and gives it back into Reggie Stone. Almost half-time, and I'll take this at the break. There we go. 0-0. Very even. I'd say we've just edged it possession-wise. It is not bad going from us, as hang on. David Neres. They're going to pass it back. No, Mohamed's going to keep it. Oh, he's just going to put it wide. Was there a save involved there? I don't think so. Or I do think so, should I say. It's a corner ball. Skov Olsen to come on for them. More attacking. We had such a good first half. Such a good first half. Is that Diego Carlos? It isn't. It's Konstantinos Mavropanos, the Greek. And I tell you what a finish that is from the ex-Arsenal man. Brilliant header. Gets ahead of Scales and Sverko, that is. Just plants it. I mean, Allsop stood absolutely no chance. Even if he dived for it. No keeper saving that. Not even T-Bone. T-Bone Courtois. As we've got the ball straight into Cullen. Straight into Marine Sverko. As we've got to try and get forward now, don't we? Got to come out of a shell a little bit. First time we've been behind to a Premier League team in this save. As that's a dodgy pass. Can Gyökeres get there? He did try. David Neres in the middle to Zakaria again. Pass through the middle's not a good one. Straight onto Eccles. And Reggie Stone. Come on. That is shocking. Now they've got the ball back. It's a 1-2. Wilfred Zaha tackled by Marine. Who's going to try and chase it up a little bit. But Gleno's got business to do on this side. Really quick going from Palace. As now it's through the middle. And it's a back heel from Zaha. A bit of a waste if you ask me. And a good read from Dominic Ball. Let's try and get away with this, shall we? Pass that back through. Gleno here with it. We'll try and go a little bit slower, but still try and attack, as that's a good ball through. Cullen behind, but Reggie's touches are terrible. As Gyökeres to flick it out to where Gleno is. That's a good first touch. Keeper catches. Now we've got to go for this. I'm actually going to make a rather weird change. I'm going to go to a 4-3-3. Yes. That is, of course, a bit of a weird one, seeing as we have no wingers. I'm going to play Cullen and Cox just out wide, but very narrow. So it's basically the 4-3-2-1. As that's not a good tackle, though, and we don't want to go too behind. Offside. Good job. So, yeah, Coxey coming on. Cullen does stay on. Reggie's brought off. McAtee in the midfield now for one of the centre-backs. I think, yes, it was Liam Scales. Try and snatch a cheeky penalty shootout if we can. As that's a good read. 4 minutes almost to go now. Oh, that ball had to reach Josh Eccles. It just had to. Now I don't think we're going to do anything. Of course, they've got a defensive side as it is. And that's Pritchard not doing well at the back. We're into added time, really, aren't we? And they've got to run down this wing. They've passed it across. Allsop with a brilliant save. Not a great touch from Goodwin. All over the place for Palace to make it 2. Dennis Zakaria, it just fell to. Like his goal for Chelsea in real life the other week. On a plate. The Southampton result was good, but it's a crash back down to earth with a bit of calamitous defending at the back. And yes, beaten by a Prem team. Can't be too disappointed. But of course, you do feel it as the whistle goes straight afterwards as well. And that is the game. Boos ring around New Blundell Park. It was a chance to get to the quarterfinals of a cup. We've received money along the way. But I think it was a difficult game. I'm not too disheartened. I would have loved to win. But not to be. So in the league, we are 12th, of course. Keep dropping up and down and up and down to 12th, which was sitting in again. 5 points off them playoffs, which of course is West Brom, who beat us. As Pompey up next, not too far behind us. And of course, a defeat here, I'd say, will be calamitous. As I've just seen, it's Derby Day next. Got to change back to this Prem team, as it's not fully changed. There we go. I'm going to put Gleno in from the off. And I think I might trust that with one more change, which is going to be Saidi coming in. I think that's a reasonable squad. Of course, Eccles was absolutely shattered. He's played too many games in a row with the injury to Alex Mowat, who is fully fit, in fact, and back. Maybe Dominic Ball's dropped onto the bench. Eccles is going to step out of the team for a rest. We'll play Mowat, and we'll go for Reggie in the midfield. Switch it round that way. See how that does. McAtee still in. I'm really hoping for something against Pompey. We can't really afford to lose this. With the team on paper, it's amazing. Can we get the win? We don't. A 0-0 draw. What did we do to deserve that? Back to the bottom half of the table with the Derby next, who are, of course, above us, that team. 6 points off them playoffs. I want to be up there. I do. It's selfish, seeing as it's only his second season in the Championship. We should be building on last year. Oh no, not good. Derby Day next as well. Out of the cup, which is unfortunate, but gives us focus. Norwich. These are all teams around us as well. Oxford, Luton, Bournemouth. what a tasty one that's going to be. And do we get on? Yes, we do get on to Birmingham as well, who are a bit higher up this season. Then we've got another episode as we go into the window after that. And I tell you what, it's only early days still. But additions have got to be made to this squad. I am not happy with where we are in this division at all. We sit bottom half of the table. Luton have gone above us now. Oh, not good. How many? What? We're 11? No, 13 points off the playoffs. That's not great as well, is it? I thought we'd be a bit clearer than that. Oh dear. I mean, I really want to be high up. Preston lead the way. Brighton in second. Bournemouth in third. Stoke, Sheffield United and Cardiff. Let's get up there next time, shall we? Let's build. Let's put on a positive mindset going into tomorrow. As thank you guys for watching right here. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, share and subscribe with that notification bell clicked as well, as I don't even know what that is, but I will see you in the next one and probably do it again. Take care of yourselves, guys. In a bit. And peace.